And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rosen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch him now, Barney!
Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. And Nelson's got it here right side. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Detroit!
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got this down to the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Now Rosen on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Over! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, Kamara. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
To throw on 3rd down. Buckley. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to think my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he was being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gone! Over!
Here's Rosen to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson, 40 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Perry, the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football. On first down, Buckley. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. On first and 10, Buckley. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Gallup, 33 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tavon Austin, 96 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down, Buckley. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Buckley. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to throw. Buckley. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now Austin. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
And now it's Rosen looking. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Over! Watch him now, Barney.
He'll get it up the middle. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And his kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Buckley. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Detroit!
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. A give. This is Kamara. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. On 4th down, Buckley. And that is going to be incomplete. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Rosen on 1st and 10. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, check.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit! 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 Hot!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot! Hot!
Rosen will throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 48 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw on second down. Buckley. No, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, Buckley escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Buckley. Throw right side taken in by Gallup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Buckley. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And now look at him go. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon. As they stop him behind the line. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Caught by Nelson left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw is Rosen. Trying to improvise. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Looking to throw. Buckley going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
3 down, 3 down. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Right there, 56.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
On second down, Rosen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, it's Rosen. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Gone, 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 gone.
On play action, Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone, 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 gone.
Stay with the slot.
Again, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Buckley. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. Touchdown. New Orleans. Corey Coleman, 89 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Partner, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now this may be a free play here for Rosen. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. And on the ground they go with the running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Check it back or check it back.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hot!
Alert 3, alert 3.
And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The rookie Rosen has the Cards on the move. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Outside coming, outside coming. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nelson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a look now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 4.
Watch it now, Barney.
85 is coming. 85 is coming. Watch him.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Hey. We got 4.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing after the interception. Buckley. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Buckley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Detroit! Detroit!
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. No. 3 down. No.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Cardinals on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Brad Wing now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Calais Campbell getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. To throw on 2nd down. Buckley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
They've gone to the fourth up in Seattle. The gap there has widened. The Seahawks just scored again. A win would be their second on the young season. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
Set. 319. 319. Coming. Hot.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing Week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Cardinals, fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.